great.
You do a show as well, don't you?
Sometimes.
Is it as good as that?
Probably.
Remember that time you did that trick with a chair?
No, I don't remember that chair trick.
It's okay, they wouldn't get me a chair. It's like, duh.
I'm sure this is probably much worse.
I really wish that there was a chair, James. Okay, so for this section, we are going to each open the envelopes and shout out what we've got. Wait a minute. And then if you think you know what that's about, shout it out and you'll be the one that magically changes the screen. Oh. Oh. Look at that sort of disdain. Like, have you been doing that the whole way through?
No.
Would you like to open your envelopes, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, we'll come back to you. Save that, Dean, won't you? I'll just run. It's my exercise for the week. Okay, very loudly, like it's the most enthusiastic thing you've ever shouted out in all your life. Shout out, and you hold up for everybody and you shout out what that says. Yeah, show it.
Jewelbird.
Jewelbird. Good. Oh, what's your name?
Tara.
Matilda. What lovely names. This lady, can I just show your t-shirt? It has heart pom-poms, I freaking love it. What's your name?
Savannah.
Savannah, that's a nice name. How old are you, Savannah?
I'm 11.
Oh, are you here with a friend or a parent?
Parent.
Hello, parent. Thank you for bringing her wherever you are. Oh, do you want her?
Yes.
Oh, I like this one. No! Because I'm collecting them. Right, do you want to turn it around and shout it out?
Mount Louise.
Hold it down so people can see your lovely face. There you go. Move along, Savannah. Good one. What are your names?
Emily. Zoe.
Emily and Zoe. And Emily is wearing cat ears, which are just lovely.
They're Zoe's.
Oh, they're Zoe's, actually. Whoa, whoa, conflict in camp. Do you want to turn it around? Who's going to shout it out?
I will.
Okay, you're the confident one, aren't you?
Yeah. Glitons!
Any guesses what this is going to be about? LouiseLive. That's right, move along, my loves. There we go. And hello, what's your name?
Caspian.
Caspian, that's a nice name. Are you here with friends?
I am.
Glad you've got some. Turn that around.
The activity show.
The activity. Hold it low so they can see your beautiful face. There we go. Moving along. Are you with the birthday girl? Not with, like as a couple, I mean like sharing the thing. What's your name?
Isabel.
How old are you today, Isabel?
I'm 12.
Happy birthday, Isabel.
Happy birthday.
Moving along. A little bit. Dean, hello. You're called Dean. How old are you?
23.
How do you feel about that?
I'm very content. Although I actually do feel quite old now.
I'm older.
Better looking though.
Oh, is your girlfriend in the audience?
Yeah.
Oh,
And she's beautiful as well.
oh, how long have you been together?
2 years.
2 years.
Almost three. Stop filming me.
Marriage soon?
Depends what I've got on.
Do you think she's the one?
Maybe. Who knows?
Now would be a lovely time to propose.
It's your show, Louise.
That's true, I wouldn't want to ruin it. What have you got on your sheet there, Dean?
Shell House.
Oh, that's a good one. Everyone's like, oh. Okay, so, yes, this is about Louise. You keep holding your cards up. Move up a little bit there, lovely Dean. You can take that home with you if you like. Yes. So, as some of you might know, I have a whole island in my head called LouiseLive that I made up many, many years ago, and I've touched on it in a video, and it was a very popular video with a lot of comments, so I thought I would make a whole segment on it and tell you a little bit more about the island that lives in my head, and so I picked some topics and I'll tell you about those, and you can ask any questions you like about this madness. So first of all, I will just draw it. Now you're about to see what an impeccable artist I am. This is the island. Just like that. Good, 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 good. What would you like first? Someone shout one of these out.
Mount Louise!
Mount Louise. Good one. Who shouted Mount Louise first? You win. Absolutely nothing. So, Mount Louise. Oh, I just got lipstick on this thing. Sorry, Bloomsbury. Mount Louise goes here. It is a mountain named after me because the whole island is. It has snow. We have a ski lift if you want to go on a little holiday. It's quite a nice resort. And recently we opened a kiosk that sells cheesy chips and Coca-Cola, and Zoe mans that, but only on a weekend because she doesn't want to do the other days. She's got things on. She's fairly busy. So that's Mount Louise. We don't have a lot of staff to run it at the moment. I am recruiting. Anybody got any questions on Mount Louise? You can just shout really loud.
How do we apply?
How do you apply for what? To work there. What you do is you just come to my office, which is here, and you submit your application. It's a 3-step interview. It's a 2-year fixed-term contract with 4 weeks annual paid leave and a free uniform. Health benefits not including dental. Okay? Good. Thank you, Hannah Bavana. You're welcome. Any other questions on Mount Louise, or shall I move on?
How tall is it?
How tall is it, Jack? It's as tall as your ego. Really tall. Okay. Thank you very much, whoever's got Mount Louise. You can hold that down, but you don't have to leave yet. What would you like next? Shell House. Someone did say Shell House. Shell House is where I live. It's just here, and it's a very large, palatial, mansion-style house made out of shells, clams particularly, and it's got like turrets. That's turrets. I did really well in art. They're this sort of shell, like this one. What do you call that one? Like that. Brilliant, thanks for your help. They're all pink and they all sparkle and they're lovely. Everybody else, by the way, lives in tiny mud huts with no electric. Down here. Any questions about Shell House?
How many rooms?
1 very large room, it's all open plan. What about Darcy? No, Darcy doesn't live on the island. It's for over 18s only, I'm afraid, because there's a lot of... All the mums like, woo, yeah! Cocktails! We're going to sunbathe topless! Again, the mum's like, those trampolines, they'll get you. Any other questions about... Pardon? Oh, you don't. It's flu powder. Okay. All right then, thank you. What next would you like from this section? Jewel bird. Oh, that's a good one. What's your name? Catherine. Oh, you're going to be excited about this, Catherine, I can tell. Right. A jewel bird is a most exquisite creature. It's the size of a golden eagle, but it has the colours of a macaw parrot. And onto each wing encrusted are very tiny, clear Swarovski crystals, so that when a jewel bird flies, the sun catches each crystal and 1,000,000 rainbows come off it. So you look up and you just see 1,000,000 rainbows going across. And sometimes you don't even see it going because it's so beautiful, your eyes can't see it. But you look down at your skin and you see that you've had a sprinkle of glitter on them, and that's when you know that a jewel bird has passed over you. It's said to be lucky. There's only 4 on the island. One's called Faye. Any questions on the jewel birds? Dean, stop the face. This is a sellout show. Dean actually did a show here on this very same stage. Was it similar to this, would you say?
Yeah, except it didn't sell out.
Probably people didn't know it was here. Yeah. Any questions on the jewel bird?
What sound does it make?
Any other? What sound does it make? Was the question. And you just go, tooth again. Any questions on the jewel bird?
What are the other people?
Haven't named them yet. Anyone want to name one?
Trevor.
Trevor? Who shouted Trevor?
Lucy.
No. Well played. Fine. We'll have a Lucy bird.
Louise.
Wait, I can't name the birds, Louise, as well as the island and the mountain. We've just got a Lucy And a Faye. Lovely. Okie dokie. What next? So we've had Jewel Bird, we've had Shell House, we've had Matt Louise, we've got Glitons or Activity Shore. Activity Shore. Alrighty, since you asked and you're a captive audience, the doors are locked. The Activity Shore runs from here. This is the shore. This is where, oh dear, this is where we all live. And we have lots of activities there because we don't have much internet and no TV, because there was a time, boys and girls, where people just socialised. Just, hello. We just like went round each other's houses and had a conversation with our mouths to our eyes and ears rather than like this. That's a phone, by the way. It looks like a pen, but use your imaginations. So we have lots of activities going on. We have a bonfire just here. Really nice. And also we have lots of things in the water. So Casper runs the sea, like Poseidon, and we've got lots of jet skis, and we've also got one of those boats that's got a slide into the sea. Everybody can swim, so no one's going to drown, and there's very few sharks. And we also have Joe, who manages the beach and puts on fun things for us, like dance lessons and volleyball and massages. I know I'd like one of those. Any questions on Activity Shore?
What's your favourite activity?
The massages. That's my favourite activity. What would yours be?
Is there a chocolate fountain?
On a beach? You want to put a chocolate fountain on a beach? Have you ever seen either a beach or a chocolate fountain? It would get very sandy. That would be disgusting.
The eating is the best activity.
It is. What I'll do for you, what's your name? Shout it out.
Danielle.
Danielle, we're going to set up a concrete area with no sand, and this is where Danielle's chocolate fountain of joy will live, and we'll all eat it with strawberries and marshmallows, and whilst this is happening I'll take some art lessons. Are you happy now?
Yes.
Good. So, last but not least, we've got the Glitons. You can put your things down if you'd like. Oh, bless you, my love. So the Glitons live in the shallow forests over here. These are the trees. Trees. Now, everybody put your hand out like this. Thank you, Peter, that's lovely. Did a good job down there. Peter's went. So, on your... You're putting me off, Dean, with that look. Alright, so, has everyone got their hands out like that? Yep. Imagine, if you will, a little dragon the size of a Russian hamster. Very small, very light, little claws, so it's like on your hand, sort of like a bit rodenty and a bit scaly, but very lovely. Now, that tiny dragon comes in 4 different colours. You can have cerise pink, purple, green, or navy blue. Navy blue is the rarest because it's the most demure of colours, and bottle green is the most common. So most people here, yours is bottle green. Has anyone got a navy? Just a few, that's about right. Thought so. Now, the Glitons have the personality of sort of imps and fairies. They're a bit mischievous, but very loving. And to cool them down from the trees, you just go, Glitons, glitty, 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 Glitons, Glitons, Glitons. Very quietly, you do it for a long time. It does sound like you're not saying glitty, 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 but you are. And they fly down and they choose you. The wizard chooses the wand carry. Well, the Gliton chooses the human Sprinklerino's. And what we do with them is we fight them, not to the death, but when they blow fire. Why have you put it down? Steady. Oh. Someone's got an alarm on. Are you waiting for the end? Nearly there, don't worry. So when they breathe out glitter, and we put them in a little arena, like a Beyblade's arena, but better. And they blow their glitter, and whoever blows the biggest diameter of glitter is the winner, and that one's a champion. And we put little tiny rosettes on them, but not with pins, because that would hurt their skin. And then we let them go back to the trees, and only 2 people on the island actually own a Gliton. Everyone else just has to go and catch them, and that's Gliton. So if you'd like to just put it down very carefully. Very carefully, very carefully. Careful, Peter, just very gently. That was nice, thank you. Thank you. Any questions on the Glitons? Navy blue, the rarest, of course. Yeah. Pardon? Oh, it's Jack, isn't it? Because he was the first person I told about the animal, because I made him an animal a while ago, a merpup, and then I made this animal. I was like, oh my god, I've made a new animal, and he was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. He wasn't. He was like, right. I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. Like, yeah. Any other questions on anything to do with LouiseLive? Okay. Are there any cats? Yes. Yes. Imagine a swimming pool, yeah? Take out the water, put in the cats. Cat pool, that's what we're dealing with there. Last question on LouiseLive. Yes, with your hand up, shout it out.
I went to lunch today and there was a girl there called Zoe, and she was really lovely. She said, oh, I know Louise, just tell her this. And she said, she'll know what I mean, and I don't know if she's making that up or not. Do you know someone called Zoe?
Which branch?
She's American.
Oh! Yes! Yes, I do. I don't know what is fitting or something, I don't know. Right, I do know her. Yes. Oh, thank you. I know a lady called Zoe. She works at Lush. Good question about LouiseLive. Thank you, that was great. Thank you, all of you. You can take your things home. Not you, Dean. Give this to this lady here because, you know, I see you all the time. Thank you. Do take your seat. A round of applause for all of these guys.